In this video, our heroes Luke, Leia, Han, and Chewbacca have made a quick escape from Detention Block AA-23 into a garbage chute leading to a less than pleasant place, Garbage Compactor 3263827. Although our group finds itself temporarily safe from Stormtrooper blaster fire, this stench-saturated trash bin houses its own secret danger just under the surface of the putrid water, a deadly dianoga. With a horrific creak and clang, the walls of the compactor begin to push inward as tentacles shoot out of the water from unpredictable areas. Will our heroes be able to fight off the dianoga before being decimated by the walls? Or will the hopes of the rebellion be crushed with the Imperial garbage? Find out as we play this special episode 4 scenario of Star Wars Miniatures. The garbage chute. What a brilliant idea. And what an incredible smell you discovered, Your Highness. Listen up. From now on, you do everything exactly as I say. Hey, I ain't taking any orders from no royalty. Yeah, I know, Chewie. It doesn't smell very good. But get away from the door now. Han, wait. No, Han, no! It's magnetically sealed. Are you trying to get us all killed? Listen up, Flyboy. Put away your blaster. Let's not make the situation any worse. I think it's worse. Han! Leia! The walls! They're starting to move! What are we gonna do? Hello gamers, Matthew here from Grey Army Gaming. For today's video, we're going to be continuing in our Star Wars Miniatures playthrough of Episode 4. As you can see here, our heroes have made their way out of Detention Block AA-23 and have landed in the Trash Compactor. Now, there's going to be some special rules associated with this scenario, so I'll go ahead and walk you through those before we start off the game. If you've seen Episode 4, you will know that there are two threats that play out in this scene. The first is the dianoga, the tentacled creature that grabs our heroes from underneath the water. And the second one is that the walls of the trash compactor are pushing in, pressing in, threatening to crush our heroes. Now in the movie, these play out one at a time, first the dianoga and then the walls. But for the sake of excitement in this game, we're going to do both at the same time. The order of each turn will play out in this fashion. First, we will roll off to see where the dianoga shows up on the battlefield. I made this little dianoga figurine here with the tentacles. We will place this and then see if there are any consequences of that. When we are done with that, then the heroes will have a chance now to react and to activate. And then at the end of their activations, we will move the walls in 1 inch on each side. As we begin our turn now, we will have our heroes in random places spread out on the battlefield. And the very first thing we need to do now is to roll off to see where the dianoga strikes. Right now I have the board set up with 12 inches by 12 inches. So I will go ahead and grab 2 D12s at this point, and we will roll those off. This distance will never change, but as we move on, the walls will move in. So we'll go from rolling a 12-sided die to a 10, to an 8, to a 6, to a 4, to a 2. All right, once we're ready to go, we can go ahead and roll off these 2 dice and see where the dianoga will show up, and it will be a 9 by a 9. So we can start counting off here from the left bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will go ahead and place our dianoga right there. Once we've placed the dianoga, we can go ahead and figure out the consequences. Any figurine that is in base-to-base contact with the dianoga will immediately suffer 10 points of damage, and that figurine will be grappled and tangled and will not be able to activate this turn. So you see here with Princess Leia, even though she is diagonal to this dianoga, she will be considered grappled and suffer 10 points of damage. With all of that figured out, it is time now for each of our heroes to activate. Now, they will be able to move like normal through this water, but they will not be able to shoot because we are in this magnetically sealed trash compactor. It's far too dangerous. So any attacks have to be done by hand-to-hand combat, which means they have to be within 6 inches. Han Solo here is 1, 2, 3. He can come into base-to-base contact with Dianoga and attack. The dianoga will have a defense of 15, so if Han Solo was able to connect and to do damage, immediately the dianoga will release its victim, in this case Princess Leia. If Han Solo or if none of the other figurines are able to connect and do damage to the dianoga, what happens at the end of the activation round is that the dianoga will disappear, and not only that, but he will bring his victim with him. And of course, at the start of the next turn, the dianoga will return at a random place with its victim grappled. And finally, the very last thing that will happen in the turn is that the walls will move in on both sides. They will move 1 inch, so 1 square in, making the room smaller at this point. So when we begin to roll off the next turn for the dianoga, we will no longer be in a 12 by 12 room, but we will be in a 10 by 12 room. So we'll need to roll a d10 to find out the random dianoga position. At the start of the next turn, when the dianoga shows up at a random place on the board, if that dianoga has grappled someone from the previous turn, that person will also show up with the dianoga. At this point, still grappled, but not suffering any additional damage. Due to the excitement of the moment and the high adrenaline, our heroes are unable to call in C-3PO and R2-D2 with the comlink in order to shut down the walls of the trash compactor. They must first destroy the dianoga, and once the dianoga is gone, only then are they able to make the call. Here is the setup that we are going to use to begin. We have Chewbacca over here trying to get out of this door. We've got Princess Leia over here on the top. Over here we have Han Solo, and right here we have Luke Skywalker. And one additional note, the dianoga, as we mentioned, has a defense of 15, but we are going to assign it 200 hit points. So with all of that said and done, we are now ready to start this game. All right, let's go ahead and roll off for our monster placement, and it will be a 3 by 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that will place our monster right here in this position. Right off the bat, we're going to have Chewbacca turn around, and he's going to charge into this thing. Tentacles come out to try to grab him, but they miss. Now he's going to strike in hand-to-hand combat. Because of momentum, he's hitting on a 3+ with a potential to do 30 points of damage. It's a 4! Woohoo! All right, that drops it down to 170. Princess Leia is also going to charge in because she is right there, attacking with a +7. Hitting on an 8+. It's an 18. Han now is also going to run in within 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That will place him into base-to-base contact as well. Hitting on a 7+. 17. 20 more points of damage. Luke is unable to get there, so he's just going to move a few inches and stop in the middle. And with that, now our monster is going to disappear as we come to the end of round 1. Now we have to move the walls in 1 inch from each side. So end of round 1, and we have all of our heroes kind of bunched up over here on this side. The walls are tightening in at this point. Now we only have 10 inches between the walls. Let's go ahead and roll off the placement of our monster. The D12 of our red die now replaced by a D10. Let's roll this off, and we will have 1 5. And this is horrible news for our heroes. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to place our monster right here behind Chewbacca. And that's going to be into base-to-base contact with both Han Solo and Chewbacca, meaning both of them take 10 points of damage, and they are grappled. Let's go ahead now and activate Princess Leia and get her into base-to-base contact. She needs to attack. If she's able to connect, that means the monster will let go of Han Solo and Chewbacca. Here we go. We need an 8+. And it's a 5! No! She misses, and the monster continues to grapple Chewbacca and Han Solo. So what that means now is that Luke is going to have to run in. Luke, you are our only hope. Here we go. Luke, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Base-to-base contact right there. Luke, just like Leia, hitting on an 8+. It's a 9! Yes, he connects. In connecting now, Luke does 20 points of damage, which means that the creature immediately releases Chewbacca and Han Solo. Now, these two are unable to have any activations this turn because they've been grappled. At the end of the turn, the creature disappears under the water. And the horrific creaking sounds of metal continue as the walls begin to move in further 1 inch on each side. So that is the end of round 2, and things are getting stressful now as we head into round 3. The trash is getting more compact. Our heroes over here on the side, what are they going to do? Let's go ahead and roll off to see where our monster comes in. 10-sided die is now traded out for an 8-sided die, the red one there. And as you can see, as the walls get closer, it's easier for the monster to come in contact with our heroes. Let's go ahead and roll this off. It'll be a 6-11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up at the top. That will place our creature up there. Unfortunately, the creature now is too far away from any of our heroes, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to move all of them into the center, activate them by this way, and get them positioned for a more strategic play in the next turn. So there are their final positions, and with that activation carried out, we will then get rid of our creature, and now the walls move in again. Alright, end of that round. Things are getting stressful here. We still have our monster at 120 hit points. Remember, we gotta kill the monster before we can call R2-D2 and C-3PO. So let's go ahead and roll off our monster position. Round 4, now we've switched out the D8 for a D6. Things are getting tight in the trash compactor, and it'll be a 1-6. Starting here, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, this is bad news for Princess Leia. She will be diagonal to the monster, immediately suffering 10 points of damage and becoming grappled. It's got her! Chewie, quick, charge! We're going to activate Chewie and have him run in your base-to-base contact, taking an attack off onto the creature. Chewie charging in with momentum special rule. He gets a +4 to his attack, hitting on a 3+. Yes! So that is 30 points of damage total. And with that, the creature will drop Princess Leia, so we'll just put her next to the monster here. Seeing what has happened, Han Solo is also going to charge in. Running over here, diving over this box. Let's just move the box out of the way a little bit, and he will come right here into base-to-base contact, attacking the creature. 7+ for 20 damage. Here we go, Solo. Natural 20! Oh, yes! So that will be a powerful 40 points of damage, dropping the dianoga down to a total of 50. Now we have our last activation. Is Luke able to get in here? 1, 2, 3. Yes, Luke will also come in and attack. Hitting on a 7+. Here we go. 18. Perfect. 20 more points of damage. What a powerful round for our heroes. With that, our monster will disappear, not taking any of our heroes with it. The walls, however, continue to move. End of round 4, and things are getting tight in here. Our heroes are getting very close to being crushed. They are getting nervous, but this monster has not let up yet. Let's go ahead and roll off to see where its position is. The red D6 is switched out for a D4. Here we go. And it will be 2-5. Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Let's look where this position is. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is going to be right on top of Luke and right next to Leia and Han. Oh no! So let's go ahead and place the dianoga first. And that is about the worst possible place for our heroes. As you can see now, Luke is grappled, Leia is grappled, and Han is grappled. They will not get any turns. Wow, each of them taking 10 points of damage. And Princess Leia now is down to a dangerous 20 points. Activations, it is only Chewbacca. Chewbacca, you are the hero that we need for this moment. Come on, Chewie, running in here, charging into base-to-base contact. So this is going to be the only attack that this group is going to get in this turn. Once again, because of momentum and his bonus that he gets, Chewbacca will hit on a 3+. So on a 1 or a 2, Chewbacca will miss and 3 of our heroes will disappear. If he connects, he does 30 points of damage and kills the creature. So here we go. Let's roll this off. Do not roll a 1 or a 2. Here we go. 7! It was almost a 1. It was almost a 1, but a 7. 30 points of damage. And with that connection, Luke is now released by the monster, and the monster floats to the bottom of the water, leaving our grappled heroes no longer grappled. And of course, at the end of the round, we still need to push in our walls a little bit more on both sides. And that is about as tight as you can get it. 2 more rounds and all of our heroes would have been killed, would have been crushed to death. Fortunately, they were able to take out that creature in the last minute here, and now they're able to call in R2-D2 and C-3PO on the comlink. 3PO, do you copy, 3PO? Oh, Master Luke, you wouldn't believe how many stormtroopers there are coming down. I think they're alerted to your presence and they're on their way to... 3PO, would you shut up and just listen to me now? Shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level. Shut down all the trash compactors on the detention level. R2, shut down the trash compactors on the detention level. No, shut them all down. Shut them all down. Ha ha! He did it! Oh, he did it! Oh, he did it! Oh, yes, he did it! Oh, listen to them, R2. They're dying, R2-D2. Oh, curse my metal body. 3PO, we're okay. You did it. You turned it off, 3PO. We're okay. We're okay. Oh, thank heavens. I didn't know I had it in me. 3PO, you did it. Yes. Now we just need to open the hatch door to the trash compactor. Han, what number we got over there? We got 326-3827, kid. 3PO, we got 326-3827. Do you copy? I copy, Master Luke. I copy. All right. Open the hatch, 3PO, and then we're on our way. We're coming back. Well, there you have it, folks, the conclusion of our exciting game of Star Wars miniatures in the trash compactor. A clutch move by Chewie there to finish off the Dianoga and to release our heroes so that they were able to call 3PO and R2-D2 so that the walls could be stopped. Now, our heroes are going to leave this room and head back into the Death Star as they try to make their way back to the Millennium Falcon. There's not a whole lot of bat reps left in our story from Episode 4, so make sure you stick with us to see how this story is going to play out. If you like this kind of content, you want to see more of it in the future, please do leave me a comment below, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will continue to make more Star Wars miniatures bat reps like this in the coming weeks and months. And most importantly, thank you for joining us here today at Gray Army Gaming for the future of gaming.